As always, make sure to check out www.ps.net. They will be streaming SummerSlam for free this Sunday. And if you don't want to pay for a pay-per-view, you can always go to www.ps.net to watch replays and live events as they happen. Welcome, folks, to Be the Booker. I'm Ryan Future, and we are going to kick it off right away. I'm throwing away the script. The script has been wrong for the past few weeks. I'm just going to start babbling now as what I think is going to happen. I'm pretty sure in the pre-show that since it's going to be Rob Van Dam in his first title shot back, I'm pretty sure that he's not going to win. I think that he'd be a good champion and everything, but I don't know if the U.S. title is what they want to give him right now. I think that they just want a good match for the pre-show between Dean Ambrose and Rob Van Dam, and I could see it ending with the Shield interfering, obviously, since they don't have a match, or it's not listed yet. And I could see Ambrose pulling out the win with the help of the Shield, whether it's just a plain DQ and Ambrose retains that way, or if it's the Shield comes out, distracts Rob Van Dam, and then who knows, we could get the Big Show and Mark Henry come out, and then they get a match later in the night for the Tag Team Championships. I don't know. Then we move on to the Divas action. Brie Bella versus Natalya. This has mostly been set up by Total Divas and all that. I think that if put on right, Natalya could put on a good match. Brie's got some talent in there too. I mean, it could be a decent match, but hopefully they give him enough time to get all their moves in and all that. They don't cut him short or anything. Because as of late, Divas matches have been getting a lot better compared to what they were a few months ago. But, yeah, I don't know. I think I see the Bellas coming out with this win. Just, I don't know. Just seems like they're gonna win, as always. I mean, I would love to see Natalya pick up a win, but I don't know if that would happen or not. And then I believe the next match I have set up is a Damien Sandow versus Cody Rhodes. As soon as this one ends, I'll start talking about that. And there we go. And I just realized that this is the longest match that I have on here right now. Every match is like a minute and a half long. This one's 2 minutes long. It's 2 minutes, or it's like 30 seconds way too long. Should have cut a lot of that out. But anyways, really should have cut that out. Oh, there we go. Damien Sandow versus Cody Rhodes. Interesting way to set up this rivalry. Former tag team partners. Cody Rhodes gets quote-unquote jealous, I guess, of Damien Sandow winning. I actually really like Cody Rhodes. I always liked him. I kind of lost him there when he went to the whole Rhodes Scholars thing. He's got the stupid mustache. Still has that. I wish he would shave. And this should be a facial hair match where the loser has to get rid of their mustache/beard. But Cody Rhodes chucks Sandow's briefcase into the Gulf of Mexico. Sandow, that new chocolate briefcase that he has, seriously, it looks like just a big hunk of chocolate. And I could see Cody pulling. I think that Cody's gonna end up winning this match, but it'd be interesting if Sandow won. I think that these guys can put on a pretty good match against one another. Which also, it depends on how they want to go with this. If they just want Cody, I would almost have it Cody win and then Sandow cashes in later that night on either Christian or Del Rio, whoever wins that match. But I think that they should have Cody Rhodes definitely win this match due to the fact that he hasn't won a big match in what seems like forever. And he just needs to get back into, or he just needs to legitimize himself just a little bit more, and then I think he could get into a title shot somewheres. And why the heck did I get a trophy there? Was that a trophy? Okay, and then we move on to the mixed tag match. Big E and AJ Lee versus Dolph Ziggler and Kaitlyn. Oop, Big E just took out the ref and for some reason did a drop kick. All the calls in this video are terrible. I know, yes, I didn't make them. I just downloaded them off Community Creations. The Big E looks like freaking, I don't know, just the generic black eye face that they have in the game and a big body. And then the Dean Ambrose from Rob Van Dam don't even get me started earlier. But I see Big E and AJ winning this just due to the fact that they're better overall. I mean, Big E I think could handle Ziggler easily. And AJ versus Kaitlyn, Kaitlyn would win no doubt. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how that all plays out. But I think that they're gonna end up going with Big E and AJ winning more than likely. But I could see Dolph and Kaitlyn still winning. And this match has had actually some pretty good build up. I mean, Big E is just a monster in the ring. So when him and Dolph get in there, both guys are great in the ring. So you know that they're going to put on a good match. And then AJ and Kaitlyn have been working so long together that you know that they're going to end up doing pretty well. And the match ended up... in these mixed tag matches, stuff like this happens all the time with me. Where frickin' someone gets DQ'd or whatever. But anyways, then we move on to the Infernal match. That's not an Infernal match. The ring's surrounded in fire, but since it's PG, it's not meant to set anybody on fire. It's just supposed to keep the Wyatt family out. Which, I mean, that's kind of defeats the purpose. If they really wanted to keep them out, just put up a freaking steel cage or do it in Hell in a Cell. I mean, don't waste... I mean, they're even turning this PG now. But I really hope to see Bray Wyatt gets his beard set on fire or something like that happen. I want to see some sort of person on fire during the night, just like an arm or something, or a beard. No one gets hurt, just something starts on fire. But I think that they're gonna go with Kane winning this, just due to the fact the Wyatt family has been so dominant as of late. But then again, I could also see it as they're using Kane as like the Jericho thing, where he's going to be putting over the Wyatt family by having the Wyatt family beat him. So I almost think that they're going to go with the Wyatt family now that I'm thinking about that. But again, this is another match where I could see it go either way. Just all depends what road they want to go with this. If they want to keep this rivalry going, or if they want to just push the Wyatt family by using Kane. Because if they want to push them, they're obviously going to have them win and then just have the rivalry over with, and you're going to get someone else then. But if they want to keep this rivalry going, they would probably have Kane win. And then, yeah. And then we move on to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio without Ricardo Rodriguez. I'm still waiting for Ricardo to come out dressed up as El Local and frickin' take out Del Rio and set up that rivalry. That'd be something that'd be fun. That'd be really fun to watch. But I think Christian has a great shot of winning this. I really hope that they have him win and set up a rivalry between him and Damien Sandow. And I could just see that happening, where like Sandow cashes in right after that. Christian then gets a rematch at the next pay-per-view, whatever pay-per-view it is. I can't think of it. Maybe, I don't know. I can't think of what it is right now off the top of my head. But that'd be the way that I have it. Because obviously Sandow's probably not going to fight Del Rio. I mean, can you imagine how boring of a rivalry that would be? I mean, Del Rio is just... Del Rio had it going for him. I almost liked Del Rio better as a face. And he's just such a boring heel. It's the same stuff over and over again. I mean, Del Rio's just... I mean, I don't even really like him in the ring either. I mean, he turns me off so much by his promos and just everything that he does. It's just the same shit every week. Christian, though, it works for him, the stuff that he does. So I'd rather see Christian as a champion than see Del Rio as a champion. Even if Christian just loses right away to Damien Sandow, I really don't care. And then we move on to the best versus the beast. CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. I definitely think that CM Punk will go on to win this, because Punk needs a legitimate win over someone. Yes, he beat Jericho, but again, that Jericho was freaking just putting over people like crazy at the time. And if Punk can beat Brock Lesnar, can you just imagine how that would skyrocket him? And if he goes then for the WWE Championship later after that, you could just... Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. It's just like the days back in ROH and all that. I mean, that'd just be amazing to watch. These guys have put on amazing matches before, and I'd like to see him do it for a champion or for the WWE Championship again. But I think that this match could end up being a pretty decent match overall. Paul Heyman interfering a few times here and there. I don't know, I can't remember if it's a Extreme Rules match or not, but you know that some sort of weapon is going to be involved in some point, or Punk's going to go through the announce table, or vice versa. But I see Punk winning this match. I don't see a reason for Lesnar to win this, really. What else does he have to do after this? Who else would you have him face? Well, Punk has a lot of opportunities still. Needs to get back into a title picture, seriously. I mean, I'm still not used to seeing this guy without the WWE Championship. But then we move on to the main event, and Triple H still doing what's best for business and putting himself as the special referee. I mean, I was fine with Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. This match didn't need a special guest referee. I'm glad that the special guest referee was not Brad Maddox, though. But then Triple H, really? And I mean, you know that Triple H is basically just going to try to help Cena as much as possible. He'll do whatever. In fact, I could see a sledgehammer in Daniel Bryan's future, if you ask me. But I think overall, the match is probably going to end with Triple H not wanting to count the 3 count for Bryan. Him finally having to do it. And then as soon as the match is over with, Triple H pedigrees Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton comes out, cashes in, and that sets up Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, or something similar to that. That's pretty much the most common speculation, mostly because it's probably the most likely to happen at this pay-per-view. And let me just say one thing. SummerSlam, it's barely summer anymore. Summer was over for a lot of people probably about a month ago. This is probably the longest build-up to a pay-per-view that I've seen in a long time for WWE. But anyways, that's pretty much all that I got, and as always, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And as always, guys, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more. Be the Booker and whatever other videos I'm putting out at the time that this is coming out. And 2:30 today, roster reveal for WWE 2K14 for the 30 years of WrestleMania mode. There was a leaked roster on IGN. I'm kind of hoping that it's not true. But anyways, guys, check out WWEPS.net to watch this SummerSlam pay-per-view for free. Yes, for free. And as always, drop a like and subscribe. I'm Ryan Future. You guys have a nice day, and I am out.